Hey everybody, welcome in. We are back with another episode of Mouse Madness. And this week, this is going to be a very special episode of Mouse Madness as we are going to talk about our annual Mouse Madness tournament. So if you're watching on the replay, welcome in. Hope you guys are here for the duration. We're going to have a lot of fun. We've got tons to talk about tonight. We've got details. We've got a contest we're going to be running. We'll talk about some of the matchups. We'll talk about the dates, the times, all kinds of great stuff. But beforehand, obviously, we want to send our shout-outs to, obviously, Dean and Dreamers Empire over at The Live Place. Be sure to check them out, theliveplace.com. They do family-friendly live streams all the time. Disney stuff and other stuff, too. Not all Disney, but mostly Disney. Family-friendly for everybody. Be sure to check them out. Dean does a great job. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do so. Just hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. That way, every time we go live, you're notified. Also, if you could, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up on the video and share the video out with others. Tweet it out so other folks can join us. Also, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Just find us out there. Just look for Mouse Talk and you'll find us. And with that, we're going to get started. But I want to find out who's in the chat. Welcome into Melissa. Hey, Brian, welcome in. How you doing? Chris, Phantom Gazer, welcome back. Long time no see, buddy. Hope you had a good time at Disney. And thank you very much for that super chat that day as well, but that was very, 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 very nice. Contest, Brian, absolutely. There's a contest. Creative with the facial hair. I don't even know how to take that, Chris. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, to be honest with you. Hey, Dean, welcome in. We were just talking about you, Dreamers Empire in the Live Place. Talking about how great you do with hosting our streams all the time. Steve, welcome in, buddy. Hope everybody's doing well. Hoping to get a few more people in here before we get started. We're going to have fun tonight. As usual, our annual Mouse Madness tournament starts Friday, March 1st. We've done up our tournament bracket. It's ready to go. 64 rides and attractions. We're going to battle it out. And it all comes down to your votes. Now, it has nothing to do with me, which I'm sure a lot of people are glad about. But it all comes down to the votes. And we have 3 different ways you can vote. We have a contest we're going to be running. Steve's World's going to help me out a little bit with that. We're going to get into that in a little bit as well. Hey, Nathan, welcome in. So there's plenty of great stuff to talk about tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. I'm a little nervous to make sure and hope I can keep up on everything. But we're going to have fun with it. I think everybody's going to really enjoy it. The last 3 years we've done it, it's been a huge success. But we kind of, the first 2 years, just kept it strictly to Facebook. Last year, we branched out a little bit and added it to YouTube. And this year, we're going to add Twitter on there to give people more options and possibilities to vote. So we're going to have fun with it. That means Boma will win. Well, Boma's not in this. It's strictly rides and attractions. So we're going to have a good time with it as the dog is over there eating his bed. And he's making these noises in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear him. But, oh, Brian, good. I'm glad your t-shirts are coming, bud. Hey, Noah, welcome in. I hope you like them. I really do. Thank you for ordering those t-shirts, Brian. You know, we're trying to come up with some new ideas for t-shirts. Well, write-in vote, Chris. That's a good one. Yep. But speaking of votes, we're going to talk about that because we're going to run a contest with this Mouse Madness tournament. And I think it's going to be a good time. a ride that starts with B that Walt will hate. Well, there's always the Barnstormer, Steve, but I actually like the Barnstormer. Myra Pauline Joshua, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Everybody say hi to Myra. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. But we are. We're going to get a few more people in here, and then we're going to get right into the details. We've got dates. We're going to talk about how it's going to run, how it's going to work. Each tournament, how long. Hey, Ray J, welcome in. You know, how long each voting is going to last, how many days you have to vote, how often you can vote, and then we'll go into how the contest is going to work and things of that nature, and it's all going to come down, and then on the last day, we're going to announce the winner. How about a gondola with the Mouse Talk logo on it? That would be great. It's okay. Yeah, I hope it's, I'm not sure if it's Myra or not, but I hope so. Pirates of the... There you go. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Yeah, that's a good one. I like Pirates of the Caribbean, so I couldn't actually say that one, to be honest with you, because I like that one, and I wouldn't want to say that about that one. Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. So we're going to get into it in just a second here. Hope everybody's had a good week so far. I know we have. It's only Tuesday, so who knows what's going to happen. But lots of good stuff. We actually went ahead and Melissa and I booked our dining, which we're not going to get into because we're going to talk about our dining reservations for our trip in August. We're going to talk about what we booked on Thursday's live stream. But just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a plug for that, kind of a bait. Hey, it's Joey's World. Welcome in. Everybody say hi to Joey's World. Hashtag Joey Rocks. Hope you're doing well. But we are. Thursday we're going to talk about our list, what we got, what we picked. We got, I think, well, you know what? I'll wait till Thursday, because if not, if I start talking about it, I'll spill the beans. And I don't want to do that just yet. But here's how the tournament's going to work, okay? And hopefully, guys, if you can, share this out with other folks so that they can be in there too. Kung Pao chicken Brian's making. But our tournament's going to work like this. So it's going to start Friday, and each round is going to basically last 1 week. Very easy. Ponderosa. Chris. We're not telling you, Chris. You got to come out Thursday and wait. But round one, of course, each round is going to take a week for voting. We're going to leave voting open for a week. So round one will start March 1st, and it'll run March 1st through the 4th. So on the 1st, you'll get 8 matchups. On the 2nd, you'll get 8 matchups. On the 3rd, you'll get 8 matchups. And on the 4th, you'll get 8 matchups. And each matchups that you get, they'll all last a week. So you'll have all week to vote. You can vote on Twitter, you can vote on Facebook, or you can vote on YouTube. Each and every one of them, you can vote once on each one of them. So you can't vote 10 times on Facebook. You can only vote once. He's great, Cassie, enough. It's true, Brian. So that's how that'll work. The second round will start. So the first round will end probably around the 11th. So the second round will start on the 12th. And again, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, you'll get matchups, and you'll have all week to vote for your matchups. And then we go into the 3rd round, and the 4th round, and the 5th round. And then on April 11th, that Thursday, April 11th, Melissa and I will announce the winner. That's the night the tournament will be over by then. And the tournament will be over, and we'll announce the live stream winner of the tournament that night. And we'll also announce our contest winner that night as well. Facebook, yeah, I know. Yeah, but we actually have, it's funny you say that, but we actually have over 4,000 followers on Facebook, and we're hardly ever on there. And again, we're just blowing a chance to really get our name out there. We have like 4,000 followers, and yet we're never on Facebook. Every once in a while we are. So with the bracket challenge, it's going to be fun because, again, you guys get to vote. And I would highly recommend you share it out with others. The more votes we get, the more fun it'll be. I did one on Facebook the other day just for fun. Just for fun, we did it on Facebook. I can't remember what it was. I think it was two of the resorts. Which resort do you like better? And like in 3 days, we got like 110 votes. It was great. It was great. Yeah, on Facebook. Yep, and you guys can just go out to Mouse Talk 411 over there and follow us, and you'll get the notifications hopefully when we do it. And just go out and vote. Pick your winners on each and every one of the matchups, and it's going to be fun. So it's going to be great. I think we're going to have a good time with it. But for the contest is going to work like this. What I'd like to do is I'm going to get the bracket out to everybody. Actually, you know what? Before we can get to the contest, let me just let everybody know. Facebook, it'll just be the Facebook page. Twitter, it'll be the Twitter page. But YouTube's going to be a little different this year. It's going to be on the community side of things. So it's not going to be a video. It's going to be on the community side. And every once in a while, I'll post stuff in that community page. And I know it goes out. So if you want to vote on YouTube, you'll vote there. They do allow for it. And that's where the matchups will be for YouTube. So hopefully you guys will be able to check that out there. So that'll be fun. But the contest is going to work like this. What I'd like to do is I'm going to put it out on probably our Twitter page. and our Facebook page and the YouTube community channel if it's not already out there. I think it is. Anybody that wants to fill out a bracket, fill out your bracket in whole, all of your winners for each round. Pick your final winner, your final matchup, your champion, who you think is going to win, and submit your bracket. Now, on your bracket, you want to put your name and your email address, so we have some way to contact you in case if you win. And you're going to submit it to our email address, which is askmousetalk@gmail.com, and I'll put that in. I'll put that in the comments right now. And what you can do is just send us your bracket. Send us your bracket, and we'll keep track of all the brackets. Steve's going to help me from Steve's World, and what we're going to do is at the end, whichever person or persons has the most correct winners is going to win a prize. Now, if we have more than one person that gets the same amount right, then what we'll do is we'll put all the names in a hat of whoever finishes at the top. Like if 5 people tie with 20 correct guesses, then all 5 of them will go into a basket and we'll draw a name, and that person will win the prize. Oh, thank you, Myra. I appreciate that. Yes, that's exactly right, Chris. It's like March Madness. That's exactly what it is, but it's Mouse Madness. And we do 64. Each round goes. We have 64. Round 1, round 2, round 3. Hey, the Lucky Minute, welcome in. Oh, we do the Great 8. We have the Fabulous 4. And then we have the championship match. And then, there you go. And then we have our winner. Joey's, well, I think you won a better prize than seeing us in August. I'm sure of that. But it's going to be a prize. I'm not sure what it's going to be just yet. I have a few things that I think we might have. I have one thing that I think everybody would like. It'd be a fun little prize that we're going to give to the winner. But the caveat on this is I got to have at least 25 entries. We want to be able to have a significant amount of entries. So if only 2 people send us brackets, we probably won't do it. I'm hoping to get at least 25 entries. So if you're interested, I'll put a link out. Hey, D or Miguel, I'm not sure who this is, but welcome out. Hope you're doing well. Say hi to A Disney Life for me, everybody. But if you're interested, go out to our Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, and you'll be able to get the bracket. Hopefully, you'll be able to print it off. And then if you do, just send it back to us at askmousetalk@gmail.com. I can't say it tonight. And you'll be entered into the drawing, into the contest. And who knows? Maybe you'll win. It'll be fun. I think it's going to be a good time. I gotta let the dog out. He wants to go out. Go ahead. See ya. There he goes. But it's a huge undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it. But we're gonna have fun with it. I think we're gonna do our best. I'm a little nervous. I have to make sure I stay up on it. Because I didn't do as good a job last year. Brian will attest to that. But I'm gonna do my best to really keep up on it. And we're gonna have fun with it. We really are. I got help this year. Steve's gonna help out. So we're going to make it a lot of fun. And one of the brackets, one of the matchups is actually, if you can see it in the bottom left-hand corner, that is one of the first round matchups that'll be out there that you guys will get to vote on, which is kind of an interesting one, but it could be a hard one for some. And that's one of those matchups that could be a winner or a loser for folks when it comes to what they pick. So we'll have to see, but it'll be fun. I hope you guys like it. I'm going to enjoy it. I think it's always a ton of fun. When we did it last year, I'm telling you, we must have had... Now, of course, remember, we didn't really do it on Twitter or anything. And we weren't... Hey, Disney Nerd Herders, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Everybody say hi to Disney Nerd Herders. Chris, I know. But you'd be surprised, Chris. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. Some of the picks that people pick... You're going to be surprised. I remember last year when we had the tournament, and as the rounds went on, some of the rides that didn't win, I was like, wow, I can't believe it. They didn't get the votes. It's all about getting the votes. Because what will happen is somebody won't vote for a ride because they think, well, the ride's it's going to get the votes anyway, so I'll vote for this one. And then that one gets more votes than you think. And all of a sudden, what you thought was going to win doesn't win. So... You never know. Well, I've seen it happen. This is our 4th year doing it now. This year we're trying to really expand it, hopefully get a lot of people involved in it, and I think it's going to be fun. Each round's going to start. Round 1 will be March 1st through the 4th, and that'll be the 4 days that we release all the brackets, all the matchups, and you'll have all week to vote for those matchups. Round 2 will start March 12th. Round 3 will start March 23rd. The Great 8 will start March 31st. The Fabulous 4 will start April 4th. The championship match will be released and start April 8th. And, of course, we'll announce the winner on the 11th. Yes, vote early and vote often. Well, at least and the good thing about it is you can vote 3 times, which I really think is cool. You can vote on all 3 outlets, which is really cool. So if you have a ride you really want to see win, go out and vote. Vote, vote, vote. And hopefully it'll work. But it's really a good time. And what I really like doing is watching the votes and seeing who votes for what. Because it's really interesting how often people that you think are going to vote for one way vote another way. And it's just going to be a great time. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you play along. I hope somebody or a few people enter in brackets. You know, send that out to your family and friends too. Have them fill out brackets. It doesn't cost anything. It's all for fun. And you know, if we get enough, we'll go ahead and we'll get it done. I think it's going to be a good time. But that went quicker than I thought. I thought we were going to be a little bit longer on that. I think it's going to be fun, Steve. I really do. I mean, we enjoy it every year. Your other Facebook accounts, Brian. That's fine with me. Yes, please go out there and like on it. That's where we did it the first few years, was on the Facebook page, and it went really, really well. People really liked it. We would get tons of engagements, tons of likes on it, tons of comments, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. But the matchups are really cool. You guys have seen the bracket. I know I put it out there. There's some pretty no-brainers, especially early on. But as we get further into it, there can be some really tough matchups that'll be coming up. And how people vote is really going to be interesting. And this year, we get to add a few more that we didn't have. We get to add Slinky. We get to add Alien Swirling Saucers. There's more rides that now get mixed in that's going to make it hard. There you go. See? There you go, Chris. That'll be fun. It'll be a good time. But I hope you guys all play along. I really do. I think it's going to be a great time. We're going to have fun with it. Melissa and I love it. We do it every year. And we love to watch the votes come in. And we love to watch the people as they vote. It's just fantastic. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. No, the Main Street Trolley did not make the tournament, Steve. And it didn't make the tournament because the trolley, to me, was a show, not an attraction. Brian says he votes for Cam the Slinky Dog. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be real interested if you look at where Slinky Dog is in the bracket of who Slinky Dog could go up against in later rounds. There could be some really tough matchups. I think Slinky Dog's going to be... I don't know how far that one's going to make it, to be honest with you. As I look at the brackets. I'm looking at the brackets as we speak. And Slinky Dog will win its first round matchup, I'm sure. But I don't know how far it'll go after that. I'm interested to see. Now I can't find it on the bracket. I'm trying to see who they go up against. If you guys have it, you probably... Oh! Slinky Dog's going up against Voyage of the Little Mermaid in the first round. You never know. But in the second round, it's going to be a tough one. It'll be tougher. That's stinky. Yes, it used to be a ride, absolutely. But it's got to be current rides and attractions. And there is one on there, guys, that I know a lot of people are going to give me grief about. But it's still technically considered an attraction at Walt Disney World. I looked it up on the site. So when you see it, that's why it's there. I'm not going to give it away. The human foot. No, Chris. Chris said, did the human foot make the bracket? That gets the most use at Disney. I walked almost 50 miles in my 5 days. I believe it. D. Miguel, you can find it on, you'll find it on Facebook, you can find it on Twitter, or you can find it on YouTube. If you go to the community page, my community page on YouTube, a copy of the bracket is there. But I can also send the bracket out to folks. If you want to send your emails, you can email me and I'll email you back the bracket. Now, I just have to have the tournament starts Friday. So if you can get them to me by Friday, great. But I have to have them before the 4th. Because at the 4th is when the first round ends. So I have to have all of them in before the first round ends. It's a psychic. Chris, you're funny. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. You're picking on me all the time. But please vote. I think it's going to be fun. And I hope you guys can get the bracket. I think the way I put it on the community page, I think you can get it there. Oh no, the whole bracket. You're filling out your entire bracket and you're sending it in to me. You want to fill out the whole bracket so that we know, you have all of your matchups done and they're predetermined on what you consider is going to win, and then that way we have them ready to go and we can just, kind of check them off as you get them. So if you got it right, we'll give you a check mark. If you got it wrong, we'll give it an X, and we can count them up, and the person that has the most correct, choices and the most correct matchups will win a prize. And we'll announce the prizes on April 11th and the winner. So it's going to be fun. I think it'll be a good time. It's a little bit more. I know other people have done these bracket challenges, but most of the time they do it in half an hour on their live stream, which is great. We want to do this a little bit more in depth and in length, giving tons of people a chance to voice their votes on what they consider to be the best rides and attractions out there. D. Miguel, it's really up to you. Either way, you can do it however you want to fill out the bracket. Some people fill out the brackets on their preference of who they like. Other people do it on who they think is going to win. So if you want to win the contest, maybe you should go on who you think is going to win. It's about being right. That's correct. Yep, it's about getting most of them right. It's like, who do we think is going to win this? Not necessarily what I like over something else, because I really like Peter Pan, but if Peter Pan goes up against Haunted Mansion, I'm voting for Haunted Mansion. It's just that simple. The tiebreaker, if people tie Ray J, what I'm going to do is, if there's a tiebreaker, we're going to put all the people in a hat and we're going to draw a winner. That's about the easiest way I could do it. That way, if we do have 4 or 5 people that tie and get the same amount of right guesses, then we're just going to put everybody's name in in a hat, or we'll do one of those randomizers and just pick a winner that way. Yep. Yeah, kind of like people do with Duke. Like, I hate Duke. I can't stand Duke. And I'm sorry if anybody likes Duke. I'm from Maryland. We don't like Duke. But, like with Duke, I mean, most people are going to pick Duke, even though they don't like him. Right, because they're going to win. Yep. Yeah, or a bowl, Brian. Yep. Yeah, it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good time. Again, we have to get 25 entries. I'd like to get 25. Shame on you guys. But if we can get 25, that's really where we want to be, because then we have a lot of people that are playing and participating, and then we can really get in, really do it up. But, I mean, if we get 24, we're not going to say no and not do it, but we'll see. It'll be fun. Coach K. I don't know, Steve. I don't know which one came first, the chicken or the egg. I mean, I know they weren't that good before he got there, but I wonder sometimes if Duke gets the players they get now based off the name and the history. And I understand that Coach K has a lot of that history, but if you were to take Coach K and put him with Temple, I don't know that he'd still be the juggernaut that he is. A lot of it, you got to have the horses. But he is a great coach. Don't get me wrong. But do you ever wonder why he doesn't go to the NBA? He probably, because of the fact he probably doesn't want to deal with those guys. But now we're getting off track. So there you go. Mouse Madness starts Friday. I hope you guys have it. Hey, that's true. He did. He left for his back surgery. I remember. Yep, he did. Yep. I think, I don't know. I don't know. I always wonder, what's most important. I think in college basketball, Steve, now we're getting into basketball. I think coaching means more in college basketball than it does in the NBA. I guess so. Yeah, I guess. But again, what does he have to do for Team USA necessarily? I mean, I was like, who was it? Chuck Daly that coached the Dream Team. Did he really have to do anything? They were the Dream Team. Yes, the Clydesdales on Main Street. Oh, Brian, I love the Clydesdales. Bobby Knight. Oh my gosh, Bobby Knight. Don't get me started on Bobby Knight. That's true. Yeah, you can't talk bracket and not talk about basketball. I agree. Absolutely, I agree 100%. But my team is Maryland, and they've only won once, so... and they're not going to win again for a long time. They went from the ACC to the Big Ten. Go figure. We had to have filler. I didn't really get into the brackets. I don't want to get into the brackets too much because I want you guys to see them and make your picks. But I don't know. It's gonna be fun. You guys are funny. I don't even know what to say about it now. But please send it out to folks. Share it. Forward it to folks. Try to get as many people to vote as you can. I'd love to see, like, I don't know, 1,000 votes by the end of the tournament. I think we can get there. I think last year we hit like, what was it, like 600, 700 votes. We didn't quite get to 1,000, but we had a good time with it, and I think this will be a lot of fun too. But I wanted to also talk to you guys a little bit about, I don't know if everybody got the news out of Disney this week, but of course there's all kinds of Epcot news. I know we talked about it last week too, but there's tons of new stuff coming that Disney keeps announcing. Now, D23, is anybody going to D23? I wanted to ask about that. Nope, Steve, I'm not going to talk about dining reservations till Thursday. But we did get dining reservations. I think we got, I know Resort TV 1 is live tonight, so I totally get it if people, if you want to hang out over there. Brian! Brian, you didn't have to do that. Thank you, Brian, for that super chat, bud. That was very generous. Please, everybody thank Brian for the super chat. Brian, thank you, bud. That means a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you. Disneyland rides, don't worry. I have an idea for next year. Don't worry. Mr. Toad, that's a good one. Long lines. Dean, you're funny. Dean, by the way, you and your brother, Epcot Bob, did a great job the other day with your live stream. That was a lot of fun. Yes. Is it? Now Noah just broke some news that I didn't know about. I don't know if you guys heard this. Noah says that the Mickey's Runaway Railway is coming to Disneyland too. I didn't know that. I thought that was only specific to Disney World at Hollywood Studios. How about that? I did not know that. That's interesting. Thanks, Brian. Again, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Very generous. Absolutely, very generous. But I did not know that. But I've heard, at this point, no, I didn't hear it either, Dean. Huh. Well, I think it's great. Now, I don't know. I'm excited by that ride, personally. I know Melissa's not. Oh, it was on DSNY Newscast earlier. Okay. That would be really cool, Ray J. That's a good idea as well. That might not be a bad idea as well. That's a good idea. That could be for something down the road. Maybe not. Maybe not 256 rides, but we could do something like that. That could work. Where's my moderators on that, please? Steve, if you could. But I definitely think we could do something about the about that. Definitely, Ray J. We can do that. I would definitely like to be able to do that. Moderators, if you could help me out, Melissa. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. I always get one, but I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dean. Thanks, Steve. But we'll see. Nah, that's okay. No problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. But we definitely have to find a way to incorporate, like Ray J said, rides from other parks as well. That would be really cool. I don't know. I love the Great Movie Ride, but I want to give this ride a chance. I really do. I want to give this ride a chance, Runaway Railway, because first off, I like the whole idea of the concept behind it, and what I've seen so far, it looks really, really cool. Hey, Isaac, welcome in. Everybody say hi to Isaac. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. I know Resort TV 1 is live tonight, so we might not go as long as we normally do. Yeah, I am too, Dean. I love the Great Movie Ride. Don't get me wrong. And have you guys, not to get off track, but have you seen the new T-shirt that they have down at the Disney Style store? They have some of the rides that no longer are at Walt Disney World, like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, the Great Movie Ride, the Skyliner that used to go across at Disneyland. They have T-shirts for all that now. They look fantastic. You guys should check them out. But I agree, Dean. I'm not that upset with this. I mean, I'm upset that the Great Movie Ride is gone, but I am happy that we're getting something that I think is going to be fantastic. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that, Brian. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Brian. I definitely appreciate that. It's Joey's World. I appreciate you staying in here. I know Josh is going from Resort TV 1 tonight, so I won't hold everybody too much longer. But I wanted to, just get everybody out there about the announcement for Mouse Madness, because it's going to be a good time. But I really want to see a good turnout. I hope you guys like it. I really do. Dean says, I really wish they would have kept it as Great Movie Ride with new movies, but this might be really fun. Well, they never, as far as I can remember, I don't remember ever seeing too many updates of the Great Movie Ride. I know they might have done one or two since we started going to Disney, but they never did a ton. But you're right, they could have updated some more newer classic movies in there, Dean, to make it a little bit more relatable to the younger crowd in today's world. But they never did that, and then now it's gone. Yep, and now it's gone. But yeah, Joey's World, I really hope you guys participate. I really hope you vote, even if you don't do a bracket. But I definitely think it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, no, we're not going anywhere yet, Steve. Absolutely not. But I want to ask you guys questions back at me. If any news you've heard, anything you want to talk about, we can talk about whatever you want. Again, I kind of just wanted to really touch base on the tournament starting Friday. It'll start early as well. I think the first matchup will post at about 8 o'clock on Facebook. And on Facebook, they'll kind of come in increments. But on Twitter and YouTube, especially Twitter, you can't really schedule tweets. You have to just send them all out at once. So that's kind of how it's going to go for Twitter. They're just going to all kind of be out there. And maybe with Facebook the same, but on YouTube the same. But on Facebook, they'll be incremental throughout the day. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, at least vote. It'll be fun. Dean, you would have liked Marvel characters at the helm of the vehicles. You mean on the Mickey's Runaway Railway? Absolutely. That would have been cool. Steve, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you what they are, man. You're going to get me in trouble. Nope, we're saving that for our Thursday show. Absolutely. Yeah, it'll be cool. Joey's World, it will be cool. I'm interested because people always surprise me with their votes. Dinner reservations. Yes, we have tons of dinner reservations made for our August trip. But we're saving that. I'm saying but we're saving that for Thursday. No. No, you can ask that, Chris. Chris, that's a great question. We can definitely talk that too. Steve, I'll put it to you this way. And Chris, I'll put it to you this way. I know the Dodgers are now in the fold on Bryce Harper. I think Scott Boras has really hurt Bryce Harper. He said he was going to be the first $400, $500 million man. He's not going to be a $400 or $500 million man. There's no way. Just look at his numbers. First off, he batted .249 last year. I think he had like 27 home runs and I think like 102 RBIs. That's fine, but he's an outfielder. He doesn't have the same value that you're going to get for somebody like a Nolan Arenado, who signed a huge contract today, or Manny Machado, who signed the big deal with San Diego. Those guys play premium positions where you just can't match that production at that position. Outfielders are a dime a dozen. Now, where Harper's going to sign, I personally think he's going to sign with Philadelphia because I think he wants to kind of stick it to the Nationals as often as he can, and he can do that. But the Dodgers are L.A. They're the big city. They're the bright lights. He likes that too. It might just come down to whatever team offers the most money. That's how I see it. But I think Harper and his agent have really overstated his worth and value. If you look at his numbers, he had the 1 year where he hit 42 home runs. But even that year, he batted .330, which is fantastic. But he only had 99 RBIs. He didn't drive in a ton of runs. And I don't know about Harper. We'll see what he gets. And no, he's not Mike Trout. Not at all. And that's the point I'm trying to make. For as good as Harper is, he's not an all-around player anymore. I mean, he's never really hit for a high average. He had the 1 year where he hit .330, but even that year he didn't hit for major power. Or, he did that 1 year. But ever since then, he's never really done it. Yeah, I think he is. I really do. I don't think he's going to sign with anybody other than Philly. I don't know that he'll go to the Dodgers. He might, but I think he's going to the Phillies. You know, it's amazing. We have so many free agents that are still out there. You have Craig Kimbrell hasn't signed. Dallas Keuchel hasn't signed. Adam Jones hasn't signed. Of course, Bryce Harper hasn't signed. There's several players out there that are all-star caliber type players that haven't signed with teams yet. And okay, we're probably going to lose a ton of people now that I'm talking baseball. Melissa's now watching Into the Spider-Verse with Mason. Oh my gosh. But no, we don't. Again, that's the thing about Mouse Madness is I always talk about anything. We can talk baseball, we can talk Disney, we can talk Marvel, we can talk Universal. No, of course not. No. But Steve, it's not about that with the Orioles, for one. First off, we're totally into rebuild mode. Totally into rebuild mode. That's where we are. So I totally understand that, and I'm fine with it. You know, I'd rather they break it down all the way, get rid of everybody, which they pretty much have, and start over. The NES baseball game. I remember that, Ray J. Brian, I knew that was going to be it. Thank you, mods. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you for getting that. Definitely means a lot. Thank you. But, yep, tons of good matchups for the Mouse Madness tournament. Well, but you know what, Chris, part of that, too, is taking things into perspective when you're talking about odds. First off, we know what the Orioles are this year. But they're also in the same division with the Yankees and the Red Sox. So even if they were a good team, they still aren't going to have great odds. Now, if you were to put the Orioles in the division, and no offense to the Pirates, but in that division, in the Central, they may not be they might only be 1,000 to 1. It's really hard to compete in the American League East when you have the Red Sox and the Yankees who load up every single year. You don't have to pass just one team, you got to pass two. So that makes it hard to really take that. Oh my gosh, I remember RBI baseball. I remember Baseball Stars. I remember the one Play Ball, I think it was called, or Hardball. I remember Hardball. Used to play that one. MLB The Show. I don't play too many of them anymore though. But yeah, our World Series chances are 2001, and they should be. First off, because we're not a very good team. We're rebuilding from the top up. I mean, from the bottom up. And we're in probably the toughest division in baseball. Because the Rays are good. They're not a bad team either. And Toronto could be good. Well, right, exactly. In the AL, I don't know. Cleveland's usually pretty good. They're not bad as well. Tampa Bay is always good. They're always right there. I mean, they were over 500 last year. And they still finished like 15 games out of first place. something like that. They were over 500 last year. They always have a good team because they know how to draft and they know how to develop, and that's important. Joey's World, I do remember the Cal days, and Melissa can attest to this. I was at 21-31 when he broke Lou Gehrig's record. I was there. Melissa can attest to it. I was out till 2 o'clock in the morning that night, and it was also the same night Melissa told me that we were having our first son. How about that? I remember it. September 6, 1995. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yep, I was at that game, 21-31, when he broke the record. The consecutive game streak, I was there. I was sitting way up in the boonies in that seat, but I was there. Yep, I was there. I'm not a big Cal Ripken fan. I like Cal. I used to hate him, but I don't mind him as much anymore. But that was a great night. That was a pretty special night. Probably one of my best baseball moments of anything I've ever experienced live. It was definitely it's history. It's history that'll never happen again either. So yeah, that was an incredible night because the game first off lasted till like 11 o'clock, and then after the game, he had this big speech where he talked about his wife, he talked about his mom, he talked about his dad. But what really changed me that night for me was he only really thanked one player, and it's my favorite player of all time, and he thanked Eddie Murray. He said that was the guy that really kind of set him to be who he was, to be the guy that would be there all the time, playing every day, being there for his team, and it was Eddie Murray. And Eddie Murray is my favorite baseball player of all time. I love Eddie Murray. He's my favorite. The Living with the Land, Dean, I'm glad you asked me. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Everybody say hi to Chris, Disney World Adventures. Dean, that is one of the matchups. If you notice, I know it's kind of hard to see it, and I can try and make it a little bit bigger here. Let me see if I can make that. If you notice, it's one of the matchups for Mouse Madness. It's going to be Living with the Land versus Figment's Journey into Imagination. So I'm just giving you guys kind of a teaser of what the matchups are going to look like, Dean. So that's what that is. Chris, hope you're doing well. But yeah, that's what that is. It's going to be really, really cool. I think you guys are going to love it. I can't wait for the tournament to start Friday, to start seeing some of the votes. No, welcome to the baseball talk. Oh, well, exactly, Dean, but you'd be surprised. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. No, Chris, that's okay, bud. No problem. Chris, I'm telling you, you'll be surprised how many of these people, I say these people, God bless them, how many votes people will give to the Journey into Imagination with Figment. You'll be surprised. That'll be a closer matchup than you think. I agree with you. I mean, for me, Living with the Land wins this matchup, but you never know. Oh, Ray J, I appreciate it. Thank you. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. See, right there. Ray J is a prime example of exactly what I'm talking about. Ray J says, I got to go. Thanks for the stream. I know I'm going to vote for Astro Orbiter over Tower of Terror. Now, there you go. Already, Tower of Terror is down one vote. Just like that. And Melissa probably won't vote for Tower of Terror. So I'm telling you, votes that you think where rides should win easy, they might not win that easy. It's crazy, but that's kind of how it works. It's really funny how these tournaments work, but all of a sudden it's going to be incredible. So, fresh vegetables versus the gunk smell. It's true, but you never know. No, unfortunately, it won't be able to. Well, no, I think you can track votes. Depending upon how I set it up, which I'm still trying to get, because I did all these up over here, like this little one that you see on the screen right here. That one right there. I did all of them up. So I would really like to incorporate them for the amount of time I spent. But if I use that picture, I can't do a poll. So I'm trying to figure that out. But I think you can look at it. If you look at it online, you can see the votes if we do it as a poll. Well, Dean, I must be an old man because I like living with the land a ton. But there will be people, I'm telling you, that are going to vote for Figment. Absolutely, 100%. I don't know that it's going to win, but it's going to be a little bit closer than we thought. Well, see, that's what Steve, I'll probably have to do that. But I literally have 32 of these things right here. I can't do it again. Those made up, ready to go. I spent tons of time, but I didn't realize you can't use a picture and do a vote. Not like that. You'd have to do individual pictures. So that's probably how I'll have to do it. Steve, come on, man. Where's the trust? Where's the trust? Oh, see, but Chris, that's true. I like Figment. I don't like his ride either. But a lot of people, because they like Figment, will vote for the ride. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I'll be surprised. Living with the Land versus, yep, Journey into Imagination. That's just one of the 32 matchups that are going to start coming out starting Friday. Yes, I agree. Yep, I agree, Dean. But the farmhouse is my favorite scene because I love that farmhouse. And if you ever go into Garden Grill, as you know, Garden Grill rotates very slowly, but it does rotate. You can look inside that farmhouse, and it's like really furnished inside. At least in that upstairs room it is. I keep kidding with Melissa that I want to stay the night in that farmhouse. Oh my God. Miguel, you're so funny. If that happens, that would be so funny. Main Street trolley over the Flight of Passage. You know what? Yeah, exactly. I agree. I mean, Living with the Land is fantastic. I love that ride. Yep. If you ever, I'm telling you, Dean, next time you get a chance, if you go into Garden Grill, when they get to the part where when it rotates enough that it's looking over top that room, and there's a lamp on inside the room too. It's awesome. Yep, I'm telling you, it's awesome. Yes, Chris, it's true. There's a ton of stuff you can see from there that you can't see from the ride. I told him, I keep kidding with Melissa. I'm like, I want to stay the night in that room. That looks like it could be a good time. And cozy. But, yeah, you can see it from up there. But I love that scene. I also like the scene on Living with the Land where you see the, is it the buffalo or are they bison? I don't know what they are. I'm not telling you, Steve. Are you really eating there, Steve? And are you eating there for lunch, breakfast? What are you eating there for? We've done breakfast and lunch there. We haven't done dinner there yet, though. It's going to be hard to see because of the light reflection, but that's the Incredible Hulk. And what's really cool is, Chris, his eyes in here are green. It's really cool. It's like he's turning green. So I had that made. That was made by an artist. We went to our Baltimore Comic-Con, and he had drew that for me, and then he painted in the green on it. Yeah, it does have hidden Mickeys, Joey's World, but I don't know where they are. Yeah, it's the Hulk. Yep. Hey, Dougie, welcome in. Everybody say hi to Dougie. Okay, Dean, you might be right. Dougie, hope you're doing well, bud. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. We're just talking about the big tournament coming up Friday and some of the matchups. But, Dean, is lunch the same? I don't know that it is. Melissa, help me out with that. But I thought that it was a little bit different for dinner than it was for lunch. But I could be wrong. Oh, hey, Chris, I appreciate you coming out, bud. Thank you. Everybody say goodnight to Phantom Gazer, Chris. Appreciate you coming out. Have a great night. Be sure to vote on Friday and come out on Thursday. If you get a chance, we'll talk about all our dining options. It's going to be fun. But Dean could be right. I think it might be the same for breakfast, for dinner and lunch, but I'm not 100%. For some reason, I thought it was just a little bit different. but I could be wrong. Dougie, what are you doing up so late? It's really late for you, buddy. It's like, what, like 2 in the morning? It's not even 9 o'clock at night here yet. It's 8:50. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. So anybody that's watching Resort TV 1, when we get off of here, if you head over there, please tell them, I'm going to steal a line from Dan. Tell them that Mouse Talk sent you. Let them know Mouse Talk sent you, and we're coming over to join the stream from Mouse Talk, and Mouse Talk sent us. If you could, that would be wonderful. And I'll give you guys an extra vote on Friday. I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, hey, no. Dougie, no problem at all, buddy. I'm sorry. I hope you can get back to sleep. Just get your rest. Get your rest. But this is just one of those matchups. Another one of the, well, I don't want to give it away, but it's going to be 45,000 subscribers. I know they do, Noah. That's incredible. I don't even have 4,500 subscribers. Yes, hashtag Mouse Talk sent us. That would be great, Noah. If you guys could do that, that would be awesome. That would mean a lot to me. I'm going to go over there and say it. Even if just one of you does it, I would be very, very happy with that. But don't do it yet. Not till we're off the air. We got 8 minutes to go. And then we'll head on out. Steve, tell me, if you could tell me one more of your dining that you did, I'll tell you one of ours. I'll tell you one thing about our dining. But I don't want to give away too much. But I am happy with our dining. And we actually have a few things on there that are new. These are new things that we're doing for dining this year. Dean, refresh my... Oh, they are different. Okay, yeah, the dinner... Yeah, dinner and lunch are... I don't remember what it is that's different about them. I think it's the main plate. They are a tad bit different. No, that's all right, Dougie. Don't you worry about it, buddy. Sucker. Oh, Melissa, you're funny. Dougie, don't worry about it, pal. Sleep's more important. That's first. Your well-being and getting a good night's rest is most important. By all means, I just appreciate you being here at all. Le Cellier, Steve, what day are you doing Le Cellier, if you don't mind my asking? Because I know we're booked for the 28th of August. And for those that don't know, Disney Dan, Steve's World, us here at Mouse Talk, A Disney Life for Me, we're all going to be down. Well, of course, Disney Life for Me, they live down there, but we're hoping to meet up with them and have a nice, real YouTube get-together of YouTubers to get together and meet and have a good time. We're really hoping. Oh, it's a Sunday. Okay. Oh, Le Cellier on a Sunday. There you go. That's a good idea. Dougie says, sleep is for humans. I'm above trivial mortal weaknesses. I wish I was. I'm not. I want sleep all the time. And that burp is brought to you by D&G Explorers. I got to do a Rob Fuzz burp. Oh my gosh. No, we didn't, Steve. I hope not, because there's something else going on the 28th. So we didn't. We didn't book anything for the 20th because I thought somebody else booked the 28th for us. But Le Cellier, for those that haven't eaten there, best steak I've ever had. And I've had steaks. But again, haven't tried all of them in all the different places. That's exactly right, Noah. Number one. No, we didn't. No, absolutely not. We made sure the 28th was totally left clear because we're going to Sanaa with Dan and Steve and Dan's friend that's going to be there as well. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait. Dean, I think it's the best steak, but again, I haven't eaten at Yachtsman, and I haven't eaten at, oh my gosh, what's the big one down there? I can't think of the name. Guys, everybody help me. Oh my God, I can't think of the big name. What's the big place down there? I can't think of it. There's Yachtsman, and then there's the other one that's known for their steaks. It's like $500 a person for a meal. I can't think of the name of the place. But good night, Dougie. Thanks for stopping in, bud. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Have a great night, bud. Sleep well. No, not STK. All right, there it is. Victoria and Alberts. Thanks, Steve. STK Orlando, I've heard about that too. we almost booked that one. There you go. I'll give that away, Steve. We didn't book STK Orlando. We almost did, though. Yes, Victoria and Alberts. Yep. Boathouse. I do want to try the Boathouse. I'll put it to you that way, Dean. You are funny, Noah. You guys are funny. But there you go, guys. So I am going to get ready and head out a little bit early tonight. No, Victoria and Alberts, Dean, it's incredible the amount of money that they have to pay for that meal. I've seen it. It's like, and correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but isn't it like $200 a person for a meal? It's incredible. Well, Spirit of Aloha, Steve, if you really like that, that's all that matters. You know, I always say that to Melissa. I say, what worries me about trying new stuff at Disney, and anywhere else, really, is the fact that I worry that I'm not going to like it, and then I'm going to have a dining experience that's going to be not great, and that's going to take away from my overall experience. So if I do things that I know I like, I know I'm going to have a good experience. So that's why I'm like that, I think. It might be more, Dean. I don't know. But guys, thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I know we talked about a lot of different things. Talked some dining, talked some baseball. We talked a lot about Mouse Madness. I really hope you got... Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. You have a great night too, bud. We'll see you soon. Hope you're enjoying that new camera. I can't wait to see some of your videos. Everybody be sure to check them out. Wow, about 200. It's crazy, Dean. It's crazy. But everybody, thank you for joining me tonight. Thanks for sticking with me. I know we kind of had a hodgepodge of stuff going on. Please come out on Friday. Start voting. Send it out. Hey, Stace! That's all right. I just appreciate you coming out. Thank you for joining me, even for a few seconds. No problem at all. But I appreciate everybody stopping out. Yeah, it is. It can be worth having, Joey's World. I agree 100%. But remember, when you go over to Resort TV 1, please let them know that Mouse Talk sent you. Hashtag Mouse Talk sent us. I would appreciate that. And I hope everybody has a great night. We'll see you all on Friday. Be sure to vote. And send in your brackets, too. I'd love for everybody to participate. That'd be a lot of fun. But, yeah, please, hop on to Resort TV 1 and let them know. Hit that like button for me. Go out and check out Dean and Dreamers Empire and theliveplace.com. Family-friendly live streams, Disney and other stuff, too. Thank you, Dean, for hosting again. Everybody hit that like button. And head on over to Resort TV 1. They do great streams. Everybody knows that. Tell them hashtag Mouse Talk sent us. And you guys, everybody take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you on Thursday night with Melissa as we talk about all our dining. We're going to list it out and go over the dates, what we're doing. It's going to be awesome. I hope you see you all there. And take care of yourselves and each other. See you all soon. Hashtag Mouse Talk sent us. Bye, everybody.